Got to keep it all together now. Got to keep it so cool.
My name's John Otte. I'm the student director who tried to direct Corpus Christi by Terrence McNally at my university at Tarleton State University. The play was to go on a few months ago and was canceled because people in the community at large got wind of it, that it was and the media dubbed it the Gay Jesus play, which that's not what it is. It teaches, it shares in a really non-confrontational way the lives of gay men and them trying to live together in harmony and teach about unconditional love and respect for one another. It really, especially in the climate we're in now, I believe will share a message that we're looking for equality for all people. Not just gay rights or special rights for those of us in the LGBT community, but equality for all of us. If you don't know what happened, I attempted to do the play in a advanced directing class, and we went through all the rehearsals, and when we got about 3 or 4 rehearsals in, it got out into the local newspaper that I was trying to perform this play. Without interviewing me, without, I believe, even reading the play, they took their own stance on what it was about and completely trashed not only me, the playwright, and my actors. They began threatening the school and saying really hateful things about what the play was about, and how dare we attempt to do something of that nature. My intention the entire time was not only to get a good grade in the class, but to share this message with people that would allow it to enter their hearts and see what we really are all about in the LGBT community, and fighting for equal rights for everyone. I'm really glad now, even though my play was canceled 3 times, because I was offered to do it in Fort Worth at a theater and at another place. It was canceled each time, and that was due to threats, supposedly. But Theater 108, which has done, they've toured all over the world with a full version of Corpus Christi by Terrence McNally, and I'm really excited to see it this weekend. I'll be seeing it tonight. And I'm glad they're here, because finally in the state of Texas, people in this community, and I hope a lot of people will go see it, will get to see the play in its fullness, see what the message really is, and be able to take and make their own judgments about it. I love theater and the arts because they can, in a non-confrontational way, change people, I really do believe, and cause conversations. And even though my production and my actors' production was canceled, it created a conversation all across the nation, and one that's been silent for quite some time, and they actually, people that didn't want to talk about it had to finally talk about it, especially in our community, our small community in Stephenville. It was just something you would never speak about, is that there were gay men living among them. And so in that way, that was something good that came out of it. Also, even though I received threats and death threats, and the university did as well, and it really showed the true colors of where we are at still. Even though I thought we had moved far past this in 2010, it showed me we have a lot of work left to do to educate people so that they're no longer ignorant to who we are. Just recently, I went down to Austin to try to speak with the lieutenant governor because he decided to weigh in during this whole process, calling acts performed in the play morally reprehensible, which I took that as a direct attack on us in the LGBT community. Him, I guess, being able to have his freedom of speech, but mine was censored because of his beliefs. He wouldn't meet with me. Never be silent, and make sure that your voice is heard, because each of our stories is important. And this story that Terrence McNally, if you were to compare it to music, he composed, sharing a bit of the story of his life and what it was like to grow up in the 1950s in Corpus Christi, Texas, and being a gay man, what that was like. And then mixing that with the story of Jesus Christ, a very well-known story that all of us can relate to. That him not being silent, him sharing that story has given me strength to continue and to see what we really can do to make a difference in this world. I would like to find a theater where I can put on what mine is, because when you get a script as a director, it's just a blueprint, and Terrence McNally wrote a beautiful blueprint for me to share, but I mixed part of myself and part of my actors into that, and I would like the opportunity to do that, so that local actors and people here in Texas, because not only those audience members that are going to see the Theater 108 production, they will be affected by it. Even if not immediately, somewhere down the line it will hit them. And during this whole process, I know that it changed the actors and everyone involved in this experience. It changed people at Charlton and opened their eyes. And so I want that opportunity for people here. Actors here, those in the arts community here, to experience what this play really can do for each and every one involved, be it the actors, the audience, the director, the behind the scenes people, because it's an amazing effect that it has on people. So I hope so. I hope that I can find a place where all of us can experience this great journey that this playwright can take you on.